Hi, I'm Fred Joyal, and I'm here with Tonya Lanthier, who is the founder of DentalPost, which is the largest job site for the dental industry, the largest online job site in the industry. And we're going to talk today about where we are in the middle of this giant shift in our industry because of the virus crisis, and what's going to happen afterwards. So Tonya, give me a sense of when you say you're the largest business, what does that mean in the dental industry?
Well, we're the largest online mobile job board and hiring resource in the United States. We have 850,000 dental professionals that are registered on the site, and we have 62,000 dental offices that have registered and use the site to hire.
Okay, so enormous, enormous. The largest way that people are finding a job specifically for the dental industry. And of course, you do a lot more. We're going to talk about what you do on the site, all of the features of it, because it's a lot more than just listings, isn't it? It's fairly involved. When did you start this?
I was a hygienist for 25 years, but about in 2005, I launched it, and we've been around for 16 years now.
Yeah, so and you worked in an enormous number of practices, didn't you, along the way?
Yes, I was temping, and I attempted about 100 practices, and I started to see what the doctors they were trying to hire, and nobody could find each other. And I saw doctors that were great, and leadership showed up in the offices that excelled, and it trickled down to the patient care and the revenue. And I saw offices that weren't so great, and nobody wanted to be there, and there was lots of open spaces on the book. So I threw up a website so people could find each other, but I also added some tools to help people match up with better offices to be in a happier place to work.
Yeah, and your site, I've watched it evolve over the past 10 years, and the features keep getting more uh, comprehensive and detailed, and making it a much better match each time. So we'll talk about some of that stuff, but I think people want to talk about what's happened to employment right now. What between now and 3 months ago.
Well, we've been hit by a tsunami. We're at 3.2 million unemployment came in today. It's about what 1,100% change in unemployment.
Yeah.
Um, it was where doctors couldn't find anybody to work, and now they're knocking down the door. And they weren't showing up for interviews. So now it's completely changed the supply and demand. So we're seeing some jobs posted now, and they're getting bombarded with resumes now.
Yeah, so people can post on your site, put their profile up, even if they're not looking for a job. Actually, you recommend that. It's like to just always maintain your profile on the site no matter what,
Yeah.
if they're a team member, basically.
Yes, you have the ability to post your resume on there, and then you can post it public or you can keep it private. You can apply to jobs that are posted and not have your resume public the whole time. You have the control of your resume and your job hunt.
Yeah, so we were pretty much at zero unemployment in the dental industry back in January, and now most offices have laid off their teams and are just handling emergencies. What should they be doing now? What should the practices be doing right now with their teams?
Right now, it's a good time to get your team together and work on your culture, and then see where you need to hire, or because what's going to happen, it's going to shift. You're going to have where everybody wants to catch up and get their cleanings. Perio patients are going to be wanting to get in because they're on the 3-month and 4-month recall. And I'm seeing doctors right now plan to add a day on Fridays for their team. I'm also seeing where they're adding an hour in the morning and an hour in the afternoon, But you really have to be careful because you don't want to burn your team out, and this is when you want to take advantage of the temps and bring in some temps to pick up some of the extra patients to make up for the ones that didn't get in on with this time we're off.
So yeah, so what you're saying is right now we're not seeing anybody except emergencies, probably a lot of practices. Hopefully they are doing that. But this the beauty of dentistry as a business, unlike a lot of other businesses, is dentistry just gets postponed. It doesn't go away. So
Yep.
we are going to have this backlog that we have to deal with. So you're saying be prepared for that backlog by expanding your hours and probably teeing up some temps. But also you threw out a little, which I think is great advice, but you said something about this is the time to look at the team itself and the culture of the team and work on that and reinforce that. And I know you had an idea about, because somebody said, well, what do we do? How do we stay connected? And you have some very clear thoughts about that.
Sure. I think that we better put our running shoes on because it's going to come back strong. And it's time to get your team where you're connected with them daily. I believe that you can set it up with Zoom or GoToMeeting or even FaceTime, but you need to be checking in with your members and seeing how they're doing emotionally, and also start planning. I like a structure meeting where you come in. In my office, we do one word opener of how you're feeling. Then I come in and I explain what the agenda is going to be for the day. And then I give people about 2 minutes, 3 minutes to kind of give me a feel of where they are in their life and an update on how they're feeling about their job. Because you really want to be connected with the team so that you can come out and be strong to take care of your patients. It's our responsibility to take care of our team and take care of our patients. And when you're a dentist and you're the leader of your office, or the office manager's the leader, you have to come out strong and take care of those responsibilities because you're running the ship.
Yeah, so this you're saying basically keep doing your morning huddle, but now it's not about the day in the practice and the patients coming in. It's like, where are you? What's going on with you? Whether it's something simple like, I can't find any toilet paper anywhere. And somebody says, well, I got a ton of it, so we're going to pool our resources here. Or, geez, this homeschooling thing is driving me bananas. And I thought I had a system for it. And somebody says, I figured it out.
Yeah.
So that's what that's about, because these people are used to being together all day, 5 days a week. And then you want to keep that cohesion. So I think that's your recommendation, is stay connected and systematically, like with a plan to do it every day. So exactly. I think that's great advice. And so, but what's going to happen, I think we're going to see that this is a time to take a hard look at your team and say, is this the team I want? Is everybody in the right position? Do I need more people? Do I need somebody different? Is there somebody who's showing maybe their true colors? You have a term for that, I think, right?
Yeah, adversity shows character, reveals character.
Yeah, adversity reveals character. Yes, and we are in a time where I think that's happening all over the country, or maybe all over the world.
And I have an office that was told me a story about one person. They set their hours, and this doctor was nice enough to pay them a certain amount of hours a week, and because they're not seeing patients. And there was one team member that didn't want to add value, or they were like, okay, I'm done with my hours, but I'm not going to finish the other work. And you could see who was willing and happy to have a job with this shift, and we don't know what's going to happen with this uncertainty. You'll figure out on the team who's loyal and who's willing to go all in with you. And I think those people will be rewarded that are in for the long haul.
Yeah, and I always tell people, don't look at this your practice like a family. Look at it like a sports team. This is your time to do some draft picks and maybe find some people that might be a better choice for that role in your practice? Somebody you've been reluctant, because what normally happens when people are looking for a job, like in January, people are looking for a job and they go online. It's like, Tonya, find me an assistant. When do you want them? At 3, or at noon or 8 a.m.
Yeah,
And
warm body.
yeah,
It doesn't work well like that.
no.
Usually, turnover tends to be high when you just pick, randomly. And, if you, and that costs a lot of money down the road with patients and time training and placing the ad. There's a lot of intangibles there. But I believe in building a culture from your core values. The leader has got to set those core values. And if you don't know those, you need to figure those out and build a team around that, because that's going to, it's going to attract the right and it's going to repel the wrong when you write those ads. And then you're going to know on the team that who doesn't belong. And your team will work better. Just for instance, if you have a strong family belief, core value, and you hire somebody that doesn't, or you're working for somebody that doesn't, if you've got a sick child at home or you need time off to go to, or just an hour off to go early to a soccer game, that doctor doesn't believe in family and he's a younger guy and may be just worried about money, then you're going to have a clash there with your core values. So core values are really important.
And you actually have the practice list those, and you actually have the people who put it in their profile. But you do a lot more than that, like do personality evaluations.
Yes, we do personality evaluations where I believe that, if you've got a high D doctor and you are a high D hygienist and you're working really close together, a lot of times
Are you talking about the vitamin D?
No, we're talking about dominant personalities. People
Oh,
that
so
get
disc
things done.
profiling is, yes,
Disc
okay.
profiling.
You're so used to the lingo
Sorry,
here.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming that you understand. Yeah, DISC stands for it's DISC, and DISC is for dominance and result-driven people. They want things quick and fast. Information. Your eyes are your more your salespeople. They're your cheerleaders. They're your influencers. Your S's are your support people. They want everything to be okay, and they usually don't cause a lot of ripples with people. Your C's are very accurate, and they dot their I's and cross their T's, and they need lots of detail to make decision. Those are insurance people doing
those are the people you want doing your billing and your
yes,
QuickBooks and all of that stuff.
yes.
So the point is that different personalities are right for different positions, and you help the practice assess that ahead of time so that the doctors, and then they can take the test right there. It's a very simple test that's very revealing, right?
Yeah.
About but you've also gotten involved in the next stage of assessing something, which I think is really important. Having run a large business myself, is the emotional intelligence of a team member. And so talk about how that's become part of DentalPost.
Everyone has a level of emotional intelligence. And what we've developed at DentalPost is an assessment that measures 4 parts of your emotional intelligence that has to do with self-management, social awareness, relationship management, and self-awareness. And this has a lot to do with your ability to be aware of your emotions, other people's emotions, control your negative behaviors and how you react. And this is really important when you are seeing patients, because if you're not aware, you may miss something in diagnosis. You may not work well with people because you make somebody mad along the way. It's so good to be self-aware and have your emotional intelligence high, because it just makes everything better.
So you can assess that on DentalPost now with something that they can do, so that the dentist can see the where that person falls on an emotional intelligence scale.
Yeah, the dentist can take the emotional assessment now on the app. and so can the job seekers take the emotional intelligence app.
Well, that's, your site is so powerful for what they're going to need, which is to come out of this rebuilding their team, redesigning, and we're going to look at a different world and economically and everything coming out of this crisis. But you're doing something right now on your site, which I think is really helpful right now for all of your clients, all of your users, but anybody in our industry, which is your hub, your dental hub. So tell us about that. Give us some detail on that.
We want to be part of the solution on our recovery. So we've built this Road to Recovery hub on DentalPost. It has ADA requirements. It has and updates. It has CDC updates. We have experts on there that can give you advice. We have links to all these helpful events as well, and a lot of the podcasts on there too. It's getting updated daily, and it's being sent out in email, and it's on, if you go to our website at dentalpost.net, you can click on at the top. We have it in orange, so you can't miss it. It's at the top. So just click on that and it'll take you to it, and you can sign up for an email to be sent to you every day.
Yeah, so it has daily updates, and you've got influencers adding content, dental influencers, but you're also tied into the business world in general. You're a big participant in Entrepreneurs Organization, which is a worldwide organization, and you gather a lot of information from the outside world that also you're adding that, aren't you?
Yes, I'm a member of EO, Entrepreneurs Organization, and there are lots of threads that I'm getting from all over the world. And each class I was in, I had about 98 people in each class around that. And people are sharing, these entrepreneurs from all over the world, what they're seeing with their businesses. And there are some dentists in these businesses, and they're sharing their links, they're sharing their information as well. And I'm sifting through that and posting on the hub too. That's
terrific. I mean, that's an incredibly valuable resource. And I think it's, we want people to come out of this stronger and smarter and thriving. And it's going to be challenging. So it's great to see everything you're doing. I think the adversity is revealing your character, Tonya, is that you're here to help the industry, and that's highly commendable. And so thanks for all you do. And everybody, be safe, be smart, be kind, be decent, and we'll come out just fine.